Hello, welcome in, welcome in. We are playing Disco Elysium today, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, of course. Yes, it is Mother's Day, and yes, I am streaming because, hey, I like playing video games. What can I say? So that is how I am spending Mother's Day, is by playing video games. So I hope you guys enjoy hanging out here today. The plan is Disco Elysium first up, and then we are heading into Myst IV as per usual. I feel like we're probably getting to the end of Myst IV, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, when we last left off on Disco Elysium, we had a body to autopsy, so that sounds fun. A good way to start our Mother's Day adventure is with an autopsy. So let's go ahead and hop in and see how this goes. Should be fun. I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. Okay, so we have finally gotten that body down. And obviously Kuno is not throwing rocks at it anymore. I'm kind of curious what he has to say. I feel like it's gonna be just full of the usual potty mouth, but let's go ahead and give him a talk and then we'll do our autopsy. Now let's see.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
Uh-huh.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Right.
You need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Stop using the K word. It belongs in the past. Total retards use language like that. Congratulations, Kuno. You just made yourself a retard. Oh yeah, kids, not an approval. But don't you mean Desert Kip? Wish I could have been here to see it. Now I have some other questions. Let's see. So what would we say? Like, I feel like I feel like these are not going to have a good response. This one, we don't really want to encourage that. I think we'll just say, because we wish we could have seen him taking the body down. We said that much before. So let's just say this. Wish I could have been here to see it. Now I have some questions.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pigonaut.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we have any questions now. I was actually just curious if you'd say anything new. Do we have any more questions about the crime scene?
Yeah. The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Let's see. The ladder, ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Nope, but he sure is a potty mouth.
Kuno knows the ladder is unclimbable.
Okay.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
All right.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Okay, I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
All right, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Of course he doesn't. Alright, now that that unpleasant little bit is done with, let's go ahead and look at this body. I'm curious. And he really ripped it down.
Among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful. Wipe a tear from your eye. Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Yeah, we'll celebrate in a more reserved manner.
has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Okay, a field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
Okay.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
Got it, got it.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
Alright, don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Got it. Let's see. Do we not have a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup, to social work, everything.
Okay, wait, honorary rank of detective?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
Okay, well, yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
All right. First, what exactly is a field autopsy? I assume we have an
come on,
idea.
officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What
Okay.
you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Okay, do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I have gardening gloves. Maybe they're enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you
All
what,
right.
I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show them the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, we got this. We're smart.
Okay, so open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Okay.
Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Begin. Number 1, assistant.
That's you.
Write down the initials HDB. Harry Dubois. Let's write HDB. Maybe? Because we think that's our name.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Number 2, coroner's case number.
KK57 0803.0815.
All right, got it.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57.
Okay.
Followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you.
Okay.
That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you. I think we just write it down. We just go with it.
Next,
Number 3, name.
we've heard the nom de guerre, Lely. It's better than nothing.
All right,
Write it
so
down.
we write Lele nom de guerre.
What's next? Date of birth?
Number 4, date of birth. Yes, we're gonna nod.
NA.
Okay, number 5, age.
Roughly 50.
Okay.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
All right, I'm gonna write about 42.
He nods.
Okay, number 6, race.
Mondial.
Okay.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
All right, well, we write it down. I mean,
The
it's
pudgy
fine.
mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Number 7, sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Of course,
Male.
male. Indeed.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Okay, number 8, date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Okay, so write that
What
down.
else? 9.
Um,
Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
okay.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only
Alright.
one box remains.
Number 11, evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Okay, what exactly is treatment anyway? I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? Agreed, no treatment. I'm not so sure. All right, what exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Okay, I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in
Your
preparation.
central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
We should start the post-mortem.
All right, turn the page.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Okay, external examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The
Okay.
disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Of course she was. All right, write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
All right.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
I'm not going to take the boots off of him. That's going to pull his feet off. Write it down.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Okay, write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
All right, write it
The
down.
deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck,
Of course.
tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
All right.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Okay, we'll write all that
Body
down.
hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Let's see. Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. Why would I want to do that? Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are
Hey, Everett,
present
welcome
on the
in.
head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
How's the investigation? It is going well. We are doing a field autopsy.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
I'm pretty sure Kuno doesn't know what he's talking about.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. consistent
Oh,
with
okay,
pregnancy.
okay. Write it down. I'm not going to amend for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting on the polyester. The stench is hard. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Okay.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Okay, so good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber grip cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Oh man, this isn't gonna go well, is it?
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Okay.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Okay, look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Okay. So, it's high. We got instructions. Is that high enough? We could possibly put a skill point in physical instrument. I think we do that. We put 1 point in there. Let's see. Now we're at 83. That's pretty good. Hopefully that's good enough.
After some
Good.
deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
All right, press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
All right.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark.
Okay.
The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Of course. Lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Okay, let's write that down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants. Kuno is gonna go crazy.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Okay, write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
All right.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Okay, probably from his lifestyle as a soldier.
From wounds sustained over 2,
Right,
maybe
right.
more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
The scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
All right, write it down.
Last item. Hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Okay, let's pick up the hand and look.
The hand is surprisingly heavy to lift, filled with decay liquids. Feels as though it could explode if squeezed harder. You're suddenly repulsed, so much so you feel compelled to drop it.
Okay.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Okay. Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
All right, write it down.
Ooh.
He turns to the
That's
side to
odd
breathe.
For the external. Well done. What next?
He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. All right, so now it's time for the internal examination summary. Oh boy.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I might add the moral of the story. What? What? There is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to the story. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
Okay.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Gross.
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Okay.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
That's not what's going on here,
The
lady.
hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Okay, write it down.
Respiratory system.
All right, so back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are
Oral
used.
cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
You look inside his mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there, sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Okay, write it down and move on.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why, don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
Alright, write NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Okay, write it down.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Okay, write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Number 3, description of injuries summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
4th
Be
one.
thorough if you want maximum results.
Okay, bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Alright.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. So bite mark injuries, that is not fatal. That's post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
What's the 4th injury filled for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Okay, contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
Yeah, that would be Kuno, right?
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Of course.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Okay. Let's do our hydrate break real fast. Get my water. All right. So this is non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark. Finish the autopsy.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column intact.
All right.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Okay, let's write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
All right. Hyoid bone is fractured. Cervical column intact. Do we think he was hanged? Is that what killed him? I don't know. The cervical column intact. No sign of clawing on the neck. Like, I don't know. Do we think that's post-mortem? Like, everything keeps saying, like, he was carried here after he had already been dead, right? We could totally be wrong about this. What if we say non-fatal post-mortem? The lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
Why do you say that?
I don't think this was the injury that killed him. I'm serious.
Okay. why don't you think it was fatal?
Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
Okay.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
All right. He produces a small plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up. All right. So, first, how did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
Okay, what else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe
All right.
a drink is in order?
Absolutely not. You're on the wagon, sir. What now? Let's
I
conclude
need a
it.
copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg
All right, let's rip out a copy.
for processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, enough? Okay.
Come back later, Corporal.
Let's
Amuse
see.
yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If
Perception.
possible, also, see me in your dreams.
I would rather not. Can we give ourselves perception, or are we maxed out? We're not maxed out. Let's level it up. Does that help? It's even. Let's give it a try.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Okay, let's look under his fingernails like Kim already did.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think
Okay.
we missed something?
Yeah, there's something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
Hey, wasn't there a giant
Yes, there
iceberg
was.
sarcophagus below that building?
Why, yes. Yes, in fact, there was.
Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant iceberg fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over.
Probably a good idea.
Let's move. With
All
every
right.
hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Okay, so let's get back over there then. Let's see. We need to... Can we... I think we can get in through the door now, right? Because we have a key card. So let's see if we can find out. It should, in theory, be big enough. Also, it's been... The power's been turned off for a while, so the other freezer may have defrosted enough for us to get, like, that data disk. We'll see. Alright, so, let's head up here. Can we get through there from here? I forget. I think we might can. Because we should be able to get through the door now. Or can we not? We might have to go the normal way, right? Alright, let's just go the normal way. Back through... let's see. We gotta go back through the hole, right? Right here. What was this? I don't know. Alright, let's just go back around this way. We really can't be wasting time. It's already 8 o'clock. We have an appointment around 9:30, so we need to hurry. Let's run around. Let's see. We can just go around this way, I think, now that we got the key card. Alright, off we go. Up. Up and away. Alright, and we should be able to go through here now. Yes? Yes. Okay. And we want to go here. Let's see. Where did we go? Oh, it wasn't here, right? It was around. Let's go down here. What was this? A composite eye of halogen light watches you, emitting a low buzz. Alright. Let's head on. Over here. Up. It was somewhere back in the docks, wasn't it? I think. Maybe back here. Through here. Or was this just his office? I don't remember. This might have been just his office. Okay, I think the other one was through the bookstore, right? So we need to go actually through the bookstore. I wish there was like a fast travel in here, so we could get there quickly. But we're just gonna have to go a bit of a roundabout way. Alright. Because I totally forgot where it was. But yeah, we got there through the bookstore. Now, I think there's another entrance somewhere, but this will be fine. We'll go through here. Because I don't think... There's nothing to get to through here, yeah. This was just the office. It's okay, okay. Alright. We'll run down. We really need to get to the bookstore. And let's book it. It's getting late, hopefully. Actually, it's not. We can get here through here, I think. Right? Yes, now that we've come out there. Alright, so this is where it is. Let's check this one first.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
It's probably still not going to better grip with pry bar not strong enough.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams.
We could try
In the
this.
distance, you hear water dripping.
We could try it, but I don't... 3% is like basically impossible. Let's go up here and see. Let's check the bear.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
So what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's more than big enough and cold enough. Honestly, it's perfect. All we have to do is plug the fridge back in.
Alright, let's go do it. Let's go plug it back, and then we will go back to the corpse, I assume, and transport it. So,
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box.
plug back in the
A
giant red
electric
cable.
mammal awakens. The dead body is going to be safe in the embrace of its cold innards.
Right.
Okay.
The owners of this building will just have to keep paying for the electricity sucked up by this monstrosity a little longer. Let's return to the fridge.
Okay. Let's head back there. See what we can see.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Okay, the fridge is plugged in now. Will you help me with the body, Kim?
Of course. I'll take the head, you take the feet.
Alright.
It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but we'll manage.
Alright, let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the bedroom, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge.
Oh
The
boy.
lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Okay.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
All right. Nice.
You have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Really? You think that's good work? Let's see. I'm not sure I believe you. Behold, we have created an ice bear sarcophagus.
Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus. You must not leave this room.
I think this is a glorious achievement. People need to hear about it. We did our best with the means at our disposal. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge. This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We're artists, and this was our vision. We did our best with the means at our disposal.
Did we though? Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Of course, of course.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Okay, so, let's try again. Search it more thoroughly this time.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
Okay.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
All right. Well, we could level up perception, right? Or are we already... No, we're not maxed out. Let's level that up again. And see... We're high now, 83%. Let's see. Can we do it then? We'll come back. Let's try it one more time.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay. Let's see.
Your arms
This
reach
time
out
we
and your
can.
eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
What are these options? Squeeze his nose, crawl up his nostrils, put your finger... What? Okay, let's start with squeezing his nose.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
Okay, what if we put our fingers in his mouth? Like maybe he has something in his mouth? Maybe?
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell
Exactly.
of the uvula, right in the soft palate,
What is there?
you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost
Okay.
no larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear darkened.
What is that?
An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
All right, so let's say abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
The lieutenant looks in. There's a pin in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Let's touch it with our fingers
A
gently.
black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Okay, feel around
The
first.
basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Okay.
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Okay, let's push deeper. So somebody, like, basically crushed his brain?
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Somebody fried his brains.
This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
There's a cavity cut right between the
The
hemispheres.
lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
All right, push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid
I feel
streams
like-
down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
I feel like that's not what a brain is supposed to feel like.
Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
He searches his pockets for something. Let's inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside.
Okay.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
All right. Now we have exact... this is going to be very, very easy, apparently. Fish it out. Okay, if we failed that, I was going to be really sad. Okay, so what happens now? We're gonna,
You
is
pick
this a
the
bullet?
object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Whisper, I got it.
Good, good.
The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers.
Be very careful.
With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
He was shot in the head.
A bullet.
Okay, drop it in. As the lieutenant pulls a small bag marked evidence. He was shot. Hanged as a cover-up, but he was
The
shot.
bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Okay, why would either of these options be appropriate? Can I have it? Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift? What? Why? I don't want to say either of these. It should stay in evidence. Well, he's got the bag, so keep it as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Okay. Lieutenant drops the bag in your bloody hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth.
All right.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
That sounds about right. Let's see. Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Exactly.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
I agree. That's exactly what I think. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over?
Exactly.
Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation.
Unless he was already dead.
There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death. As
Okay.
the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Mm-hmm.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they shot him while they hanged. That doesn't make any sense, though, because why would they do that? Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Okay, why would anyone do
To
this?
hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
Mm-hmm.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Okay, so we'll just propose this. I don't really think that's true, but maybe they shot him while they hanged him.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here.
Right, that's what
Lack
I
of
think.
struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
I agree. I think I need to wash myself.
You really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Okay, I will do. What happens
We bag
next?
the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Okay, you'll be gone. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
That is true.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
I feel like a real detective now.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Okay, so, let's see. Let's wait until after we talk to the other, to the smoker on the balcony, right? Because that was the other thing we wanted to do. I think we'll go do that. We should also check and see what other side tasks that we have and see where we're at, because we've accomplished like a major task. Okay, so what all did we do? Find the bullet before you get fooled. Exactly. We did a lot today. Getting the body. We did so much. What else? We want to wash off the death smell. Yes. Send the victim's body to processing. Yes. Open apartment door for Evart. The basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Do what you have to do. We could do that. And the special borscht. What's so special about the borscht the strikers are eating? The cook in the Whirling Rags is making it. Okay, so I think maybe we could do that to kind of, you know, spend some time. Because we cannot do, let's see, we cannot do the smoker until after, so we have like a little less than well, actually it's like 20 minutes, right? Yeah, 20 minutes. I wonder, can I wash up now? I'm not sure. Maybe we talk to the cook and see.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? Let's talk about the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Okay.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Okay. What's in that pot? So this is the borscht, right?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising, run your fingers through. Let's just, sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
Mercury rising, run your fingers through your hair.
Horse need more vodka?
Ah. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits.
Okay.
Clever move by the Union.
Okay.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
No.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
All right, let's see. No vodka. Cut it. I'll leave the cooking to you. I have business. No, we should not be mixing alcohol in with this mix. Well, I don't know. I'll leave the cooking to you.
The cook
Because-
gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
Because if they're drinking or whatnot, then maybe they'll slip up and say something. I hope this doesn't mean we're going to bed for the evening. I want to see if I can just go wash up real quick before we go to the man on the balcony. Let's see. Can I wash? I guess not. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor.
We really need to clean this place up.
The unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry for this. I say nothing, nod stoically. I'm sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Takes a step toward the door like he'd like to leave. Yeah, I guess so. Let's head out. Alright, I think it's fine. We can probably make our way there now. Because was there anything else we could do right now? We could maybe check out the apartment door. That might run us a little bit too long. I don't know. But let's see. We'll go ahead and head out here. Behind the greenhouse. How do you even get back there, I wonder? Let's see. Puno's still hanging out there. He's got to be bored now. So it's got to be this one, right? Okay, so maybe we go around where the girl is, right? Let's see. I mean, that's kind of in the right area anyways. So let's head that way. Go back up this way. The bookstore is open, of course. Alright, we'll go in this way. Is it gonna be this apartment or this door back here? Is it that one? No, I don't think so. That's where the smoker is. Is it this one? Maybe this one. It's behind the greenhouse, right?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Okay.
The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Okay.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
Okay. So where... Manana? I don't know where he is at exactly. I wonder if we updated the task. Where do we get the key from? Get the key to the weasel's door from Manana. I wonder if he's the guy that's hanging out around you know, keeping guard, the Union guy that's not Measurehead, the other guy. Maybe. Alright, let's see. Maybe we go out. Is this... I think maybe we go out this way and see. We may need to go out this way, but I think... I don't know that... Yeah, I don't think this is the way. It's got to be the other... Like the other balcony door. One down here. Let's see. Because I believe there is a balcony door over here somewhere. This one, perhaps? No? Maybe? This one just leads to a bathroom, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this one. No. This one. That one says balcony. Clearly. Okay. I mean, it's still early. Can we just, like, come up here and, like, pass the time for a couple minutes? Can we just chit-chat
Yes.
for, like, 12 minutes? Nothing. Alright, so, I guess let's go, since we still got a little bit of time. We know how to get here. Let's go talk. Let's go see if it's the union guy. It's pretty easy to get here, so we'll see. Let's go get the key. We gotta run all the way back around, though. We're doing a lot of running today because we're trying to finish it up in time so that Kim can go do his thing. What is this? There's something down there? Can we see it? I don't know what. Alright. Let's go around this way. I think... I don't know. Let's go see if this is him. Because if it's not, I'm not sure who we're looking for. But let's go talk to him and just see. If he's not, maybe he knows who it is.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Okay, then turns to you a wide smile adorning his face.
Right.
Yeah, it
We
is
talk to the
Manana.
boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you had a key to the door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more.
Ugh.
I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
Let's see. I saw an opportunity and took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. I mean... I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel. We'll just, you know, we'll play along.
Polar weasel? Oh. I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend.
What is... I don't even know what we said. Whoops.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, the weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his
He
flask.
means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Okay. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Okay.
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Okay, any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Let's see. The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? Let's go with the first one to make them think that we think it's hanging still.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
That's true.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Okay.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No
Okay.
problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Alright, why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Okay.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Let's see. The bossman Everett. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
Okay. What does the union, bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
Okay.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit.
Oh, of course, of
Appreciate it
course.
even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
You're right. He's very aesthetic.
Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That
Mm-hmm.
would be a manipulative illusion.
Okay.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Alright, are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
Okay.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Okay. Right, you shouldn't take what's not yours. Cool, I don't have anything to add
And
to
I'm
that.
the above kind of man. No harm in being that.
Okay, you seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political
Sure.
situation.
I've had the necessary free time.
Eh,
Fortunately, there's always time.
okay.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Okay.
It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool.
Okay.
That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
It doesn't sound that cool. Sounds antiquated, obsolete, passé. It's not disco. Let's see. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. Maybe I am that.
No,
Maybe.
no. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Oh, good talking to you. Gotta run. Alright, it is now just after 9. It's 21:05. So now we can finally go talk to the smoker on the balcony. So let's go see, now that we have a pretty good idea of what's happened to the body, maybe we can finally get some answers. Some actual answers before Kim has to go. I'm sure he'll be back, but this is going to be important, I think. Alright, let's go over here, and up we go. He should be back, so let's go check on his door. And then we can go check on the apartment. Okay, he's back. All right. We have returned, sir. I'm sure he's thrilled about that.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
All right.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
We found a key hidden under a stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. Ignore his question. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the murder scene. I mean, that's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door number 28. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline.
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
The lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
All right, well, very well. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Okay.
Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I've got to run.
Again.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where? But I just found you again. Go if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. Run where?
To the city. It's
He
a beautiful
gestures
night.
idly toward the distant motorways. Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important. Alright, go then. Only if you promise that we'll talk again.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk.
The
Just not
smoker
tonight.
assures you, brushing his hand through the air. Just not tonight, okay.
Take care, all right?
Alright. Well, I guess it's time to talk to the Sunday
Eric is
friend.
gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
See, he's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? There's just something so different about him I can't put my finger on. Let's go, Kim. We have to interview his Sunday friend. He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving,
Who
Kim?
knows, detective? It's a mystery.
He says, turning his face away from you. There's something so different about him I can't put my finger on. Let's just go, Kim. All right.
after you.
He nods at the apartment door before you. All right. Well, what do we got here? A quarterly business magazine? An old photo of the same apartment dated year '01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. What is this? A party dragon silk robe? What? Okay. Someone's always watching. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspaper. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. What is this? A Sumerian conical hat. What is this? Dishes soaked up in a pot. This. An empty ashtray. What do we got here? Dates for open lectures at a local university. Flyers for underground parties. Okay. I guess it's time to talk to you then, sir.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
And the man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
Okay.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Okay.
What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
No, let's just get started.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week for me.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air comes in from the balcony. I mean, this guy is obviously into some weird stuff. Let's just leave it at that.
His notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Okay, so you actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Okay. It's because you did it. Start from the beginning if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Okay.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Okay, by all means, go for it.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
Interesting.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Okay, so who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Yeah, we've met Kuno. How many were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Okay.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Okay, what happened
I
next?
went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Okay, were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Okay.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Can you tell anything about their ethnicity? I'm guessing not if it was
I
dark.
believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay, what happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Okay. Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock.
Okay, I guess that's
I'm
fair.
afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Okay.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Okay. Well, those are my questions. Thanks for your time.
Of course. anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Okay. Thanks. I've got all I
A
need.
moment, officer.
Oh.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
Okay.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Okay, well, thanks for the heads up on my work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Okay. Alright. Well, it's time to go. We asked him basically all the questions we could that were relevant, so I mean, it is what it is. Let's check our tasks. So we managed to... Alright. The smoking man. Did we do that? I don't know. Oh, there it is. No, read the watermarks. Okay. Alright. So... I think the special borscht... We figured out that, didn't we? Maybe we have to go back and figure out about the borscht. Alright, but for now, let's go ahead and head back into that. Let's unlock that, the Weasel's apartment or whatever. We'll see how that goes. And then it'll probably be pretty close to sending Kim on his way, I think. Let's go ahead and take care of this, so.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
All right.
The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Okay. If we knock, what exactly are we supposed to do? We're supposed to open the door. Okay, so we just open the door. Use the key to open the door.
Try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt.
Okay.
Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
Okay.
The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Hopefully no one heard. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might.
There might.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean? It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world. Hey, I'm not some sort of peeper. What do you mean?
Nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
The world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Alright. Anyways. Did we ever figure this one out? I don't know. Solution. Alright, home awaits. I don't know. Alright, the Jamrock Shuffle. Confusing behavior. Research time. I don't know why we would do that. We haven't discovered all the rest of these, right? We haven't had too many thoughts that we have to internalize, I think. Alright, open the door. Let Everett know we unlock the door. Can we go in? Is there anything in here? There's somebody there. Oh, no, there's not. What is this?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic.
I wonder if the one we found in the garbage match.
There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people.
Cynical. I don't see these as stereotypes. I don't think I like the owner of this apartment. I don't know. I don't think I like the owner.
No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though.
Maybe?
The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor. The same
I bet it's his
mocking
mug.
lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
That's true.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
Let's see. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from these clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Indeed.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
That's true. Move on from the mugs. Alright, what is this? Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag.
Okay, Lieutenant, the old flag of Suzerain Point.
The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Okay.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but, like, we're not going to bow down to
The
anything.
flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
Okay. What else do we have? A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks? Huh, interesting. What's in here, I wonder? We have a shirt. That was the mugs. What's this? Okay, magnesium. We'll take that. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over? Okay. Is there anything of interest in here? Okay, a nose of head. Sure, sure, sure. I think that's about it then. Alright. Well, that was definitely productive. So yeah. I guess, I want to go back to the Whirling in Rags one more time. And, see if, we can figure out what we're supposed to do about the vodka. Like, we figured out there was vodka in it, but it didn't seem to advance the quest. Maybe we have to tell him no vodka. I mean, that could be. Let's go talk to him again. What's going on? Wait, what's going on? There's something in here? The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Okay. Let's head into the Whirling in Rags. It's been a busy day. Alright, we're gonna go talk to the cook again. Oh, he's not here? Can we open this door? No.
Still door.
Alright, so he's not even here right now. I guess because he's done cooking for the day, that's fine. We might have to do that tomorrow. Alright, and then Everard probably isn't here either. So we might go ahead and send Kim off. Let him go do his thing, right? Let's go ahead and send Kim off. Head into this little shop here. Or this little door. And go back to the bear freezer. Alright.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Alright, so let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
Alright.
Alright, so he takes out the shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic bag over the dead man's
There go
face.
those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing.
Of course.
Oh well, in another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Alright, bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. And then we'll see Kim after a while. Alright, and he's gone. And I think that is a good place to call it. So let's go ahead and give it a save. Man, we did so much. We did our autopsy. Let's see, what all did we do? We got our autopsy. We still need to go shower, though, for real. We did our autopsy. We figured out the actual cause of death. Got some possible more information about who did it, maybe. Like, we got confirmation that we were right. We still have a good bit to do. Run a number on the victim. Run the number on the victim's armor. So we'll have to check that when Kim gets back with his car, right? Prove your authority. Ask the scab leader about tattoos. The special borscht. So we still have a lot of things that we can do, but I think we'll save that for next time. So let's go ahead and swap on over to Myst IV. Oh boy. So we'll go ahead and head out of here. Excited to get back into Myst. I think we're getting near the end of Myst, so we'll just have to see. But man, that game, I feel like we're really kind of getting the hang of what all we're supposed to be doing there, which is nice. Let's update our info. Myst IV. Alright. Let's get this up to date. Come on. I don't know why it is, but sometimes I have to like add the Twitch tags like 10,000 times. Okay, so should be good. Let's load it up. And then we will be ready to see what we've got. Switching already. Hey, Akania, welcome in. Yeah, you didn't miss it this time. We're about at the halfway point of stream, so time to swap on over to Myst IV. I need to see if the sound's working. I'm not sure. Okay, good. It's working. Sometimes, like, even though I set up the sound in advance, they won't work when I load up the game a second time, and it's so weird. I don't get it. But welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you, good to have you. All right. Let's go ahead. So now, when we last left off, we had just figured out the Mangree puzzle. And now we're finally able to explore the area that predator creature was protecting. So we're going to hop in and see what all we can find there. Load it up. Hello? Alright, can we grab that? Can we grab that? I guess we just go straight ahead, right? Hello. The music is awesome. Here we go, from one investigation to another, exactly. What do we got here? Oh, it's a ladder? Oh, and there's a guy up there. Anything else here? Hi. How are you? Where did he go? There was a guy here. I know there was. Oh, well. Can we look at this? A tap on his mouth? Wait, is this like, is he wrapped up with a snake or something? What does this mean? 4 times? I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. What is this? Wear this with love, my son.
It's a gift, Akana. I made it for you. Don't you like it?
No.
Rude?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I like it. It's just... It's so soft. Almost forgot what soft feels like.
I'm so confused. Weren't these supposed to be prison planets? Like, how are they still talking to their family? I don't understand it. All right, what else do we got here? We could go across the bridge, I assume. Oh, hello there. How are you guys doing? Hello? Hi? Oh, hello there. We got a clock here. Oh, compass. What is it? Okay, so we know the direction then. Okay. Is there something else we can do with this? Or is it just to tell us the direction? Maybe? Man, everyone sure is getting real close. Hi. Are y'all just happy that we saved y'all? Okay, if we do this, is this going further? Oh, it's going further. Hello. We're in their village, I guess. Hi. How are you? They're just like very curious. Hello? What's over here? Hi! My goodness. They're all around. Of course we have a chair. Because why not rule over the world we have, right? So, let's see. This was like 4 times. Let's look at the memory. Yeah, you have to like rub over it 4 times, right? What the? Okay. Do we have to do it lower, maybe? I don't know. Maybe there's a specific area we have to do it at. Maybe? Or maybe we can't do it at all. I'm not sure. Let me watch the memory again. Maybe it's a specific way. No, he just rubs across that one. And then he boops it on the nose. Okay. So, is there something about this one? The hand's not changing, so I don't know. Maybe we have to activate it somehow. Do we have to activate this somehow? Not sure. Doesn't seem to be anything to activate with it. There's a, like a little notch here. Let's see. Snake petting skills, exactly. I'm wondering... Wait, do I hear something? When I move it? I don't know. Thought I heard something. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Like I'm clicking and dragging. And it doesn't seem to do anything. But the hand's also not changing. Oh, wait. Yeah, it did. Didn't it? Or did it? Maybe? Maybe. Not sure. There? 2. No, that was a knock. Can I... 3. Maybe you have to hit just the right spot. Maybe? Or maybe I'm hallucinating. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, if nothing happens, we're obviously doing something wrong. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do anything there. But if we look at it, he's not doing anything special. He's just running it across, right? Is there something different about this one? Is there anything... Let's see. Maybe I have to be very specific. Wait. I keep thinking I'm hearing something when I move my mouse around. But probably not. I'm clearly not seeing the hand change. So, what do we do here? Because we can't access any of this stuff. And there's nothing else around here. Is there? Like, can I do anything with these guys? They're just like, oops, I didn't mean to go out. It's like they're just watching expectantly. We have such a crowd here. They're like, are you the king? If you're the king, you should be able to control the snake. Is there anything on the hand? On the, like that? Hello. I mean, but what do we do? Is there something here? You have to be very precise. Maybe we should go back and look at that sign and see if maybe it has a clue. Because it just says, I mean, what he did in the video is pretty much exactly what we saw in the drawings, I thought. But let's see. Maybe there's something subtle that we're missing. This puzzle is nothing more than what you have already seen. Let's see. What is this? Is this another... Okay, so we do have that. I don't know if that's important. Alright. So yeah, it's just the bottom one. Rub it 4 times. So maybe we just have to do it exactly right. I mean, we'll try. We'll try. Maybe we don't need to click when we do it. Maybe. Let's try and be very precise. All right. Okay, that does nothing. And this doesn't seem to... Oh, there we go. Then we boop him on the head. Hello? Hello? What did I do? Did I win? Okay. Yay. Welcome in, Parker. We're going on a ride. Whee! We have a Mangree with us. He's going on a ride too. Zero sense of personal space. Exactly. Sounds like my kids. Well, there we go. All right. Well, that was fun. I'm assuming that would take us back, so... What now? We're kind of like back where we started, right? Because there's the ship. Maybe there's something new here. We have a memory. But this is one we've already seen. So yeah, we're kind of like back at the beginning. Let's look at the memory again, because it's been a long time since we saw this one. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm really curious how Sirius ended up here. Alright. Well, do we go back in here? Now that we've learned like the story of what's going on. We can open the book. And go back, I guess. And see what we got. Is Aknar gonna be here too, throwing out books like Sirius was? I'm curious. We're returning back. Now that's where Sirius was over there. Are we gonna see Aknar there too? I don't know. We should probably go check it out now though, if we can. Can we, how do we get out of here? I forget. Is it this? Okay. Yeah. So the books will go back and we can leave, presumably. I'm a little suspicious of anything now because I'm pretty sure Sirius at least is here, if nothing else. What is through here? Is there something we can do here? What is this supposed to be? Is there anything we're supposed to be able to do with this? Is this just a memory? What was this memory?
Patience, my love. We've almost finished the linking chamber. There's just the security seal to install. But we will
Security seal.
again soon, I promise you.
Okay, so it's a security seal. Was that like the deal? Like they wanted to have this security seal so they couldn't get out onto the island? I don't know. What's over here? I saw something. Was that that? Maybe. I think so. There's a big door that was between here and the chamber. Oh, that was a big door that was between here and the chamber. Okay. So, I guess let's go out. Can we? Maybe? Push the button? Okay. Let's see what happens, because this whole thing is we were supposed to be babysitting and we did a terrible job. Oh, it was blown off its mount. I gotcha. Alright. Now, oh, wait, there was another memory there? Let's see. What was the memory? I think we saw this, right? Oh. Okay, we sort of saw it. So where do we go then? What is going on? Guess let's head out and see what we've got. Now that we have a sort of idea of what's going on, I kind of want to get over to the kitchen area, because that's where Cirrus was throwing stuff out, was right over there. At least I assume it was Cirrus. Alright, where was the control again? It was this? I think. Alright, then we head in here. Theoretically, you could link a couple of Camodillos over and set them loose to chase away any intruder. I mean, probably. You definitely wouldn't have to worry about it. And then, you know, you could have the poison plant if you wanted. Oh, we don't want to go out. We want to go in. I need to hit the go button. Where's the go button? Right here. Which one do we want to be at? Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll try 2 and see where 2 takes us. I think that this might be the right level, but I'm not sure. Careful you don't fall off the edge of the world. Alright. Will this take us where we need to go, though? That is the question. I think we need to go down one more. Oop. I don't want to be there. I want to grab this. I think we're going to go to the... Was it the top one? No, bottom one? Top one. Top one, I think. And then we'll see where this goes. Maybe. Okay, so this leads back to his laboratory. From here on out, the game would also be way more interesting if you brought your Mangree fan club with you. I mean, maybe you could train them to, like, grab stuff for you, right? Okay, so weren't we supposed to, like, get some kind of power cell, like, turned on here so that we could fix this machine? There was something we were supposed to do here. We got a new memory.
Don't you see, Catherine? The new design means we won't have to go to Rhyme anymore. We'll be able to view our son's ages from right here.
Right. Okay, but we can't actually do any of this because none of this works right now. We have to, like, go up even higher. I think we have to figure out how to fix this chair, right? Like, wasn't there a chair here or something? Or, what is with these? We never did figure this out either. Are these just viewing mechanisms?
I will not risk having our home broken into again.
But cameras, my love? I'll feel so scrutinized.
I'll only place them in the most likely entry points. You'll forget they're even there. I promise.
Okay. Would you like a reminder of what Atris said? Sure. I think it was something about like we had to go fix some kind of power thing on the roof somewhere, I think. But I don't remember exactly what it was because that was a few episodes ago. But we do have the electricity on now. Are we able to like fix this chair now? Like do something with it? Like maybe we can actually turn and stuff. Can we do something like, can we go up? Not sure. I'll have to switch on the roof antenna before the viewer will work. It's odd that they broadcast their own bed. Yeah, I guess that would be a bit strange. Alright, what about, what can we reach from here? Because I don't think the chair turned before. I think the chair turning is new. I feel like we want to go up there. But do we need to like go along here? Is there something, there's smoke, like steam. That seems like it's probably not a good thing. I probably need to check that out. Let's see what's causing the steam, right? Like, is that probably not good? Is that going to just put us back in the chair? That just puts us back in the chair. Can we go up with it, I wonder? I don't know. Maybe that's perfectly fine. Can we? I don't know. Let's look and see. Because the chair definitely did not move before we turned on the power. But I don't think I can reach anything right here. And I don't know what this button does. Like when I hit the button, it doesn't do anything. So let's see. Maybe there's something else we need to do first before the chair will fully work. Now, we can view these, but is there anything you can manipulate with them, or is it just viewing? It might just be viewing. Because it doesn't appear any of this is able to be manipulated. Okay. Now, let's see. Was there anything about this map? Okay, so there is kind of... What is going on with this? Why is the electricity doing that? Let's go look over here. Go around this way. Maybe we can... Do we need to, like, turn on some more of these? Or does this one need to not be on? Maybe? Let's see. Is there something about this? I don't know. What if we do this? What happens? That's just gonna open that, right? Yeah, so that'll just open that. Okay. This is clearly... Okay, so that's like a steam engine. Alright. I wonder if we accidentally powered that on with the steam from the kitchen. So, in theory... I don't know. Unless there's something we haven't quite turned on with this. Let's look. Because I can't interact with this. It just goes to the door, right? Alright. Is there anything here that I can manipulate? Does not appear so. We can look at the desk. And then we can examine this. That's the annoying machine that Atris wouldn't leave me alone and let me figure out on my own. He had to keep telling me the wrong answers. Alright. can we get up there from here somewhere? I don't think so. Or, right? Because I feel like we need to use the chair. I feel like this is just a window. I don't see anything that we could manipulate here. Like, I can't grab these and spin them or anything. So, probably not. So, am I just not using the chair correctly then, I wonder? Is there something that we can do? Oops, let's head over there. Is there something that I can do with the chair specifically? Because it is moving now, whereas it was not before, but the button doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's the confusing part. Is there anything here I can, like, push? Okay. What if I go straight toward the railing and push the button? Can I manipulate it from here, maybe? What if I push the button here? Like, will this do anything? Like, beam me up? Okay. What exactly does this do then? Because we've got the rail. Do we need to face this way, maybe? That doesn't seem to make any sense. Is there a memory with this? No, there's no memory. What if we go sideways? Like, is it, we have to face, maybe like face this way and we go sideways? Man, this thing is so spinny. Can we not spin so much? I don't think that's doing anything. Okay. So what could we be missing? Is there anything here? I'm wondering if there's something in the laboratory we've missed. So let's see, if we look at this, what does the red lines mean? Is that, I think that's got to be the little machine we took over here, right? That probably makes the most sense. All right, so is there anything about, can I like, is this a lever? It is a lever. What does it do? Oh, okay. Okay, now what if I go in the chair? Let's see. Will that do anything? Like, maybe now that the door is open, the button will work? Let's see. So now, let's see. Ah, there we go. Now we go. Now the button lights up. Awesome, awesome. Okay, progress. So, what happens now? We got a memory?
See the really bright one? A long time ago, when your great-grandmother Anna first mapped this desert with her father, she looked up in the night sky and used that star to find her way home.
All right. Well, that is definitely progress. So, can we spin this? All right, where do we want to see? Let's see. Maybe we want to put the world, like, right... I saw, like, the edge of a planet. Oh, what was that? Is that, like, a shooting star? Okay. So we want to maybe, like, put this exactly in the middle, maybe? Let's see. Perhaps? What does this do? I don't know. I just pushed a random button. I probably just activated a nuke to like blow up the planet. Like seriously, what did I do? Not a clue. Hopefully not something bad. So we can go up and down. But then what else can we do? Like, is there somewhere in specific we need to look at? It's a very flat planet, by the way. What's all around this way? Anything? We just go off into no man's land? Then we come back around? Okay. Is there anything else around? What exactly are we trying to see, I wonder? Oh, there's like a shooting star there. Is that something we can get to? Oh, there's... Wait. We're getting lots of shooting stars. Is that somehow... Oh, this thing is moving too. Maybe we need to get it like in the middle. Let's see. There's something that was moving on that. I don't know. Maybe I imagined it? There's like a black shadow? Maybe? Perhaps? Or is that just stuff that's moving on top of it? Death Star mode. Flat like Earth. Yep. Earth. Alright, what's down below us? It's still just this. Alright, so we saw a shooting star go up. Now we go this way, maybe? Maybe we just have to follow the shooting stars. Perhaps. Oh, go down. Can we see any more? I can't go down anymore. Oh, I'm trying to go the other way. Thank you very much. Okay, now where do we go? I'm not even sure what we're looking at here. We might have to look at the memory again and try and get an idea. Yeah, and we're back here again. I don't know. Let's look at the memory again and see.
See the really bright one? Uh-huh. A long time ago, when your great-grandmother Anna first mapped this desert with her father, she looked up in the night sky and used that star to find her way home.
So we need to, maybe we just need to find a really bright star? Maybe? I mean, it sort of looks like there'd be a bright star down there. Or that could just be a lens flare, though. Rotate the world around. Alright, so is there something we need to do with this planet? Like, what exactly are we looking at there? I mean, clearly there's that, but that's not what this seems to not be what we're looking for. Notice that this is the actual Earth moon. I appreciate Miss subtle clues to establish Tomana to be on the age of Earth. Alright, so is there like a really bright star somewhere? We need to find the North Star? Is that what we're looking for? I'm really not sure. I feel like this can like rotate forever. What if we go exactly opposite? Like do something... And we find... It looks like there's little clouds here. Okay. What if we... Okay, it's like... Up and... No, this way. And then down. I really don't know what we're doing. I'm just kind of looking at the shooting stars. Oh, they're just going all kinds of crazy places. Alright, so what exactly are we supposed to look for, I wonder? Is there something we need to find? It said look for the really bright star, but I don't see a really bright star. I mean, there's not one particular star that's like way brighter than the others that I can tell. Is there? I mean, other than just, you know, if that's the moon or whatever itself. Well, there's that star. Is that something I need to... I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of just guessing right now. Maybe, is there like a chart or something that says what these dials need to be at, I wonder? Like, I don't know what that button being turned on was for. I'm gonna put the moon or whatever it is back in view. And see, I probably need to move all the way down, right? Or is it going to be all the way the other way? Yeah, all the way the other way? Alright, let's go all the way down. And then let's put the moon back in view. Because I really don't know what we're doing here, but maybe it's supposed to be pointed for a reason. Okay. Use the bright one to tell you when to get home. I don't know. We'll just put it back in view. And then... I don't know. I'm not sure what to do there. Is there something we can find that will tell us, maybe? I'm not sure. Obviously, we have to do something with that. I thought that was going to take us, like, to the roof, but... maybe not. What do we do here? Oh, we just keep going back here. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So then we go back down. I see, I see. Okay. Is there something else we're supposed to do while in the chair, I wonder? I'm not sure. So we still got to figure out how to get to the breaker. Is that something we need to do from outside, perhaps? Like, maybe we need to go all the way outside and we can maybe find a way to climb up? Unless it's something we're supposed to do with that thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's go out for a second and look. Because it could be just a simple matter of we just needed to go outside. Well, we'll see. Is it this thing or something? I don't know. Do we need to do something with this? What's the memory here?
This part's really, really cool if you're not afraid of tight spaces.
This was the beginning, right?
But sometimes Mom has to close her eyes when I'm driving. I think she's not home right now. I never could have picked you up by myself if she were.
All right.
Hey, is that an image recorder you've got? How cool.
This was what we saw at the beginning.
Perfect spot to use it. Hang on.
We're enjoying the original scene. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so that was that view. Is there anything we can do to get up there? Doesn't seem like it. In fact, I don't even think we can go anywhere from here. I guess we have to figure out something from the chair. Welcome back, thanks. Alright, so I guess maybe there's something we do with the chair besides look at the telescope, right? Like, that's the only thing I can think of, because I thought I could get out of the chair before, but we were still in telescope view, if you will. So let's go back up into the chair and see if there's anything else. Now, the telescope was just the very first thing I saw, so it could very well be that there's something else there that we need to look at. So let's be observant. So we go back up. We walked past something that changed. I did notice that the monitor was on. Is that, maybe that's all that was. I could go check that. I thought I imagined it like it had always been that way, but I did notice that it had static. So let me go look at that and see if it does anything else. Let's see. We'll go over here. Can I actually use this now? I mean, I did see it had static before. Maybe we can? Because it was just black before, right? Okay. So we can open the panels, maybe? I don't know what we want to open exactly. Push a button. Let's see. Maybe we need to adjust some things here. It could be we have to adjust the telescope too. Now, if I've opened all of these, maybe that means I can see more in the telescope, possibly. Let's see. Like, this feels like a telescope needs to be adjusted. But at the same time, okay, so that doesn't stay open. What if we push the button after each one? Let's see. I'm not sure. But it may be we have to do things in a specific order. It may be we need to adjust the antenna a bit. Can we do anything with this? Okay. Let's go back up in the chair and look and see. So maybe it did have to be on the moon, but there may be something else we need to adjust as well. Or it could be because we pushed that power button, actually. I mean, that could be a thing. Maybe because we pushed the orange button, maybe that turned the monitor on, right? Oops, let's go in here and push the red button. Let's see. The panel's difficult to see in the dark like this. Alright. So, is there anything else over here besides, like, if I click on that, is that just going, that's just going to do that again? Oh, but this isn't on the moon now. If I put it exactly on the moon, will that work? Or is there something else I need to manipulate up here? Maybe we can turn. What else can we get to? Let's see. Wait. Can we do something? Can we do something else? Can we get to like this or something? Let's see. That's just gonna go back to the telescope, right? But maybe... Can we get to anything else up here? What about like... any of this wiring up here, I wonder? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it, because we can't reach that over there. If we hit the button, do we go all the way up here or we go back? We go back. Okay. But I don't think that didn't really fix. I think we still need to fix the antenna somewhere, somehow. I'm not sure exactly.Maybe it's something on here. Like, can we grab any of this stuff? Will this will just go back to the telescope, right? Yeah, it's always over here though. So, something, I don't know. Is there anything else we can do in this view? Doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I don't see anything else we can manipulate in this view. Is there something else here, though? Let's see. That's not a magnifying glass. Maybe? What about, like... Can we get to this? I don't know. Because I feel like we want to be up here somewhere. Like, grabbing something to the side, perhaps. But I'm not exactly sure what. Because every time it does the magnifying glass, I think it's just going to take us to the telescope view. But maybe there's something hidden up here that we can't quite see. The panel is difficult to see in the dark like this. So, I wonder, is it like somewhere along the side? Am I completely missing it? Is it part of the telescope? What we need to do? Is it on the telescope view itself somewhere? Not sure. Also trying to pay attention to the little hand icon and see if it changes at all. And I'm not really seeing anything yet. Okay, so is it something? Is it something here? Can I interact with something here? Is it because we need to be on a specific view? Maybe. Definitely need to focus the hand icon. Alright, well, let's focus it here first and see if there's anything on this view. Okay. I'm thinking it's going to be beyond this somewhere. Let's see. Maybe... What can we do? Can we grab anything? Can we get the telescope out of the way? Like, because we can't... This is the machine we want, and, like, this is the antenna, but I can't, like, reach it from here? Well, I don't know if that's the antenna. It's some kind of transmitter. Where does it go to? Does it go like up here? I'm not sure. Alright, so let's see. Wait, was there something over here? Can I do anything? Let's see. Maybe it's just like, oh, it's just behind me, right? Maybe? Or no? Let's see. I keep hearing clicking. I think it's the button, though. Maybe? Or is it? Can I grab this? Maybe it's something closer to me. Perhaps. What can we get to? Is it just where? I hear it again. Oh, it's that. Okay, okay. I'm accidentally running over that. That was making me think I found something, but I did not. Is it something on the telescope itself? I don't think so. Okay. There's a button glowing over there. I wonder if there's something with that. Alright, we're gonna give this one more look and see. Because everything seems to be telescope, right? It all just goes back to this. Which, I don't really know what this gives us. I'm not sure. The white light is on the lever that opened the roof. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Wait, was there something over here? Or is that's still just the telescope then? Is there some way I can get up behind the telescope? Or is it something like behind me? Like, can I access something from here? Am I making this way too hard? Maybe? What about something over here? Do one of these open, like, to go outside? I mean, that would seem silly. But who knows? I can't grab that. Is it somehow a part of the telescope? Maybe up top somewhere? Like, it says it would be on the roof, right? Like, I don't know. That's just gonna go back to the telescope, which puts me right back where we were at. So, is there something here? A panel here or something? Let's look. I mean, I did push that button, which definitely gave me progress. So maybe there's nothing here. Let me see. Let me go back and see. So that goes up there. Okay. Let's see. I'm curious what happens if we just look at this a bit more, right? Is there something that we may have missed here? Do we have to do something with this? Like, turn this? Okay. There's different colors. Do we have to, like, move this? Oh, okay, okay. What do we do, though? Do any of these create this? Oh, it creates it. Okay. Oh, do they all? Oh, they all create it. What is that? Oh, wait a second. There's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 colors. Okay. What if we do... Oh, do we have to... Okay, so there's different crystals. How do we know which ones we're supposed to use? I wonder if there's a picture or something somewhere. Maybe, is it on this machine again? I hope I don't have to use this. Wait, there's stuff over here. Does this tell us anything? I don't think we need to do anything with this, right? Okay, so that doesn't seem to do anything, thankfully. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. I'm curious. Let me look at my pictures for a second. I think we might have to do a thing. There was a color puzzle that we or a color thing that we never figured out on Atris's world when we were leaving. Would that be important? Maybe? We could go see. Oh, it's not out this way. I forgot. It's out the other way. Let's go back there and see. I mean, we know we can get out really easy if we need to. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's go around the other way. One more. Alright. I hope we don't have to do the fireplace puzzle again. That will be annoying. That was kind of a pain in the butt. I hope it just is already that way. Let's head in. And let's go to the bottom one. So we want to go from the bottom to the top, right? Okay. So, you'll need to link over some Mangrees and have them pull push everything until something happens. I mean, hey, if it made things easier, I would totally do it. All right. But yeah, when we were leaving Sirius's planet, there was this panel. I had actually taken a picture of it, but then when we went to Haven, I just deleted all the pictures because I didn't think we'd need them anymore. But maybe we do. So let's see. Oops. I need to go through there. I'm really hoping that it's still set and that I don't have to do it again. It's gonna be kind of annoying if it's not. But let's see. Okay, good. It's still set. Alright. So now we can go back to, what was it called? I forget the name of his planet. It should be pretty close to where we come out at, though. Let's see. Pull this. Alright. In we go. We're going back to prison. In we go. To this one, right? Oh, we gotta... Oh, yeah, we can't do it until it's closed. I forgot. Alright, so we shift back around. What was it, I forgot. It was the diamond, the crystal planet. And we are dealing with crystals, so it kind of makes sense. And it was Cirrus that we saw throwing books out. So we'll head back and see if that might... Because it had some colors. I just don't remember what they were. And I don't remember, maybe there's more than 5. I don't know. Of course, I don't know what shapes they are either. But maybe we can find an answer here. We'll look. Alright. We can't actually open this book, right? We never could read this. Okay. I don't know why that's here exactly. Now, where was it? It was near where we came back up at, I think. Was it over here by the elevator? Maybe? Was it this? I feel like it was somewhere near here. But I can't remember for sure. Let's see. Can we examine this? Okay, yeah, okay. Open this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 6 of them. I mean, we'll still take a picture of it. Because those are the right color, sort of. I wonder. What do we have here? And it's... Oh, wait. Is that like the crystal we're supposed to use? Maybe? Maybe. We'll take a picture of this too. Just in case. This could just be a handle also. Like, it could be completely unrelated. Okay, we can't use that. Can we interact with this at all? So it starts at red. I don't know. Maybe, well, there's 6 of them over on the side. Maybe you have to change those, not necessarily the ones here. I don't know. Was this a one-way elevator, I wonder? Or is there a way to go back down? Or go back where we came from with this one? It may have been a one-way. Can we go up? Is there a brake that we can pull off? Yeah, it clearly doesn't work right now, so I'm curious. I want to see while we're here. Oh wait. There was this. Can we do something with this? Do we have to stand on this and then? No, we can't even see that from here. I think this must have been calling it, right? Yeah, there's nothing else with that. That is the one I was thinking of. Alright, so let me see. Can we fast travel and see? Maybe we can, maybe he had some more stuff, because this is all about the crystals, and we have a puzzle involving crystals, so maybe it's connected. I mean, I've been kind of wondering why we had to go to the prison planets if we didn't ever actually use this information anywhere. So, we'll see. Alright, where is the stairs up? Like, we can't go up that. That's where we came down. Let's go over here. Go over here. I think, is this the ladder up? This is the ladder up. Okay. So we'll go up. We're on the bottom. Alright. Let's see. There was a little desk area over here, I believe. The prison planets are the friends we made along the way. Yeah, I mean, this could be totally a rabbit trail that's not related at all. But I did remember seeing that color code and having absolutely no idea what it was used for. And we do have this. These are different crystals. Could that be somehow related? I don't know. We'll take a picture just in case. Did he have any other information about crystals? Because I feel like we used all of this information. That was all related to the sound puzzle, right? To get out of here. Was there anything with the chess game? I don't think so. I think that was just his kind of his get out of jail free card when he blew up the door. Alright, so let's go back this way and go up again, because there was another area, like another workshop area, right? Where he had more stuff he was working on. So we might find some more information there. There's stuff over here. Let's see. Do we have anything here? We have a journal. Was there anything in the journal, I wonder? Alright, let's look and see if we got any pictures. I don't think that picture will help us because it doesn't look like any of the gem shapes, right? I mean, we could maybe take a picture of it just in case. Trying to look to see if anything looks familiar. Oh, we can't turn anymore. I mean, I could try taking a picture of it, but that just, it doesn't look super familiar to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. We'll take a picture just in case, but I'm not really feeling confident on that one. Maybe, didn't he have another journal? I think. Let's go up some more, I think. Because he had like a bedroom area where he had that fountain that he made. Like the ice fountain or crystal fountain, I guess it was. I don't know. Maybe not here though. It may have been from the top going down a bit. So let's go back to the top. And it was near the top. It was like once you got out of this area, right? If you just keep going down. And instead of going to the elevator. I think. Yeah, like down here. I don't know if there's a journal here, but there was like a sleeping area or something. Yeah, he had that. I feel like, didn't he have a workshop table over here somewhere? Or am I thinking of a different area? Okay, so that was the tunnel where he dropped down. I may be thinking of a different area. He may have just had the one journal. Perhaps. It's his bedroll and stuff. Okay. Right now we're gathering up information to try and see. Is there anything over here? This was... Oh. Was this the... This is the elevator from up there that doesn't work, I think. Okay. Alright, so maybe we've gotten everything we can for right now anyways. We can at least look at those color combinations, right? and see if maybe that might be helpful. We may still need some more information. It's possible we need something from Haven. Like, we may have to go exploring there again and see. But this one just feels like, when we did Haven, it felt like Akinar had a redemption arc, whereas Cirrus still felt like a psycho. Like, so I don't know. And then there was when we got back and he was ripping pages out. So it kind of makes you wonder. All right, let's head back and see if this helps at all. It may not, and we may have to kind of regroup, and I think we may have the colors at least. That's gotta be what that's for. There's 6 of them, and there was 6 colors in the wheel. The question is how would we change them, I wonder? I'm not sure. There's only 5 slots, though. 5 little doors. I'm not sure what we do there. Alright. So, let's go ahead and head back. At least for now. We have some pictures. Maybe it'll help us. I really am not sure. But it's better than nothing. So, we'll check it out. Okay. So, we'll head back and see if this might be helpful. Alright, back in we go. Oh, I gotta push the button again, I forgot. We gotta call the elevator to us. Alright. Let's head back up. I still feel like there's another journal there somewhere, so we may have to go back there. Because I don't know. But we're gonna see if we can do anything with this. Because we have made progress. We are slowly learning what we need to do, I think. It's just not quite there. But we'll get it, we'll get it. Not a worry. Alright, so I'm curious. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go all the way back to the top and we'll look at the color code and see if there's something we can do with it. I feel like, I don't know, I need to go, I think I need to review the footage from when we explored Cirrus's planet and see if I can remember, because I feel like he had more paperwork, like a longer journal or something, one that was angrier. I may be misremembering though, I'm not sure. So we'll see. Alright, let's open the door. And we will see if this does anything for us. We at least have 6 colors. Will that in any way help us? Can we like push buttons over here? I don't know. Is there something we can do with this? Alright, so let's see. We do have 6 buttons. And I don't know what crystals we use. It looked kind of like that one for the handle, but like I said, that may not be anything. These don't look like crystals at all. These look like sea life. Yeah, these are plants. Okay. So that, I don't think that's helpful at all. Now we do have that. Do we have like a big clump of one? A big clump of a gem? Can I grab this? please. Alright, so we don't have a big clump of a gem. I don't know. We can clearly generate 5 of these. But we have 6 colors. So is that just unrelated? I mean, red, purple, light blue. Do we even have those colors? We don't even have those colors, do we? We have red, purple. I mean, I guess we sort of have the colors. So if we did red and then purple and then light blue, what was next? Light blue, red, dark blue. I don't know what we'll do about the dark blue bit, but we can at least try light blue again. I feel like there's gonna be something more because we need to know what the crystal type is, right? Because there's all these different crystals we can choose. I don't think they're all gonna be like the same one. This just doesn't seem right. Yeah. Okay, so it's not right. All right. So I think what I need to do is I need to review the previous episodes and see specifically, was there something in Sirius's world? Like, was there another journal? I feel like there was, but I can't remember exactly where. So I think we're gonna put a pin in it here. All right, let's give it a save. Because, I don't know, it's just, I remember when we did Haven thinking that he didn't write as much as Sirius. I don't know why I was thinking that, but that was what I was thinking. So we'll go back to, I'm going to review the Spire footage, and I'm going to see what we may have missed. So, and then we'll come back with a fresh brain and hopefully wrap this up, because I feel like we're really close to the end. Because what's left? We got to contact Atris, which was what we were supposed to do at the beginning, right? So, that's going to be where we call it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys had fun. I appreciate everybody for joining in and helping me out. And I hope you guys enjoyed your day. Once again, happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there. I hope you had a lovely day or having a lovely day. I had fun spending my Mother's Day playing video games, so, you know, it's great. Congratulations on the progress. Yay! So we're going to look for a couple of raids. We will be back here. Okay, so the next couple of weeks, the schedule is going to be a little weird. Next week, we won't have stream on Thursday, but we're going to have stream Tuesday is the next stream. And then the week after, we won't have stream on Tuesday. So it's just, the next couple of weeks are a little weird, but then we'll be back to our normal schedule. But our next stream will in fact be Tuesday at 6 p.m. We should be playing some Phasmophobia. So the Easter event is over, so we'll probably either be doing the weekly challenge, or if it's an annoying weekly challenge, then we might be doing just some normal make up our own kind of challenges. We'll just have to see. Let us see. I'm looking to see who we can raid. Ooh. Let's see. Here's a blast from the past, basically. Let's see. So for Rumble, we're gonna raid Perfect Pixie's Cozy Spot. She's playing some StarCraft. I haven't played StarCraft in ages, man. All right, so thank you guys on Rumble for watching. We're going to raid you out, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. All right, now let's see if we can find somebody for us to play on Twitch. How about let's see. We could see. Who can we raid? I'm looking. Alright. Who can we raid? How about... Alright, we'll raid Mador. So we played Disco Elysium first game, and that is what this person is playing. So we'll go say hi, because we've never met this person before. And anyways, thank you guys so much. Appreciate everybody. Hope you had fun. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 6 p.m. So until then, bye.